of cultures or different ways to live the church. So in these times, I think we are learning from each other, and we are learning from the different experiences of church. And so really a cooperation, not a relationship of one part giving to the other, but in exchange of gifts.
It's getting very interesting. Excellent. What are the key goals you hope to achieve through this collaboration?
Well, we first of all live the mutual love between churches, because the universal church is made of this relationship between churches. So we have to open the mind to live the Catholic Church all together. It's an important goal to feel the communion between churches in different countries, because we are one thing in Christ. This is the first goal. The second goal for us is to learn something of a new way to live the church, because we are a traditional church with 2,000 years of history, but we are in a process of changement. And in this process, for us, very useful to watch other churches and to learn from others a different way to live the church, to live the relationship in the church, to organize the church.
So in what ways can shared resources and expertise contribute to the spiritual and the social development of both communities?
I think that in our histories we have different abilities and expertise, and it's very useful to exchange these gifts. For example, we have some priests from Africa, from Rwanda, in our diocese, and it's useful to have them because they help us to have another point of view on some things. It depends on their experience, of course. And in the other way, priests and volunteers from Italy can help the church in Rwanda to have another point of view in some questions.
Well, how can this partnership help address common challenges such as declining attendance of community or community outreach?
I think in the same way, because when people meet, something new appear. The meeting is very useful, a very clever way to work together. We have to meet, we have to exchange ideas, we have to share experiences. This is a very positive way to help one another as a church.
Oh, wow. So what role can collaborative events and initiatives play in strengthening the bond of between the two churches?
We are cooperating in pastoral activities, in health activities, in educational activities. There are the three main fields of cooperation in which the meeting of people help our churches to grow. For example, in these days, for youth arrived here to visit some parishes here in Rwanda, and I think it will be very useful for them to see what is happening in these three fields in the Church of Rwanda: pastoral, health, and education. And they can give to them their experience, and they can learn some ideas and some practices to bring back to Italy.
Now, this is very interesting, and if it is well maintained, it can just be successful and benefits both community members or church members of both sides. Now, what are some practical steps that both churches can take to ensure successful collaboration?
We are now focuses on the exchange of persons. We send some persons to Rwanda. Unfortunately, not for a long period of time. We are now sending people for 1 month, 2 months, 15 days, short experiences. And the Church of Byumba are sending persons to Italy, seminarians, priests, to live for a long period in our church, and to learn something and to share something. So the exchange of people is the main way for our cooperation now. Of course, we are sending money, we are helping projects, but I think that the exchange of people is the main resource of our cooperation now.
And she's benefiting both sides.
We are also working by internet with meeting of youth, classrooms of people from Italy to Rwanda. They can exchange, know themselves. It's a new way of cooperation, but it's the same way. Let people meet themselves.